Welcome back, Awakenings. I am the the master of disaster, the one and only void seer, son of a Scrolla. And we are back, finally, with the Yugioh Zatsudan. When was the last time we've done this? It feels like it's been quite a while. So, we're moving on to, whatever the hell this is called. This is called, Stardust Overdrive. Give me just a second, if you will. It is not giving me any of my notifications. Okay, fine. It will give it to me later. So, what do you mean relinquish have support? Why would relinquish have support? So, let's just dive on in. Yeah, there's reports and people. Kawaki. So, we got more Kawakis. More Kawakis. Yep. The standard Kawaki thing. If a light dark monster split someone in attack mode, change that monster to defense. I mean... It'd be awesome if it didn't, you know, if it wasn't a Kawaki. Like, again, the whole Kawaki thing is kind of just not that great, I feel. I mean, it works fine in an insect deck for the most part. Like, that's great. Like, if you're going pure Kawaki, you need to have this iron core, like, all the time, and that's just annoying. But if you run it in, like, the hype deck, like, an insect deck, then, like, it might be better in a hype deck. I mean, it is a 1904 star, which, I mean, at this stage of the game, 1904 star isn't really super strong when you get, like, 2,000, 2,100, 2,200 4 stars. But I mean, it's still, you know, the standard. It's not terrible. Alright, Majestic Dragon. Zero 1 star light. Dragon Tuner. Yeah, they're anti... What, Relinquish is an anti-meta deck? Cannot be used as a synchro material except for a synchro summon of a Majestic. Oh. Kawaki, yeah. So, this is a weird guy. So that means Majestic's gonna be its own hype now. Sub-hype, which I don't know how I feel about that. Stardust, Salon. 100 1 star light dragon. When you synchro summon Stardust Dragon, you can special summon this card from the graveyard and attack resistant. Each turn, the first time this card would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. So basically, it gives you more materials to work with for synchros. Yeah, I was gonna say for synchros and like for special summons and stuff like that. It just gives you more stuff to work with. That's not terrible. What was Stardust Dragon again? Is Stardust Dragon... Is that in the set? What set are you in? I don't know what set you're in. I think it's in an earlier set. Yeah, it's a 1 star. I saw that. Max Warrior. 800 4 stars Wind Warrior. Not bad. That's pretty decent for a Wind Warrior. If this card acts on an opponent's monster, this card gains 400 attack during the game with step boom. Okay. If this card destroys an opponent's monster without until your next standby phase, this card becomes level 2 and its original attack and defense are half. Okay, so it's a little bit of a trade-off. And honestly, you can use this and manipulate his levels and use for a synchro summon. Yes, yeah, I was gonna say it's an emergency synchro. That's not terrible, honestly. That's a good strategy. It's like, okay, I need a Who Star. I'll go let this guy destroy something, hopefully, and make him a Who Star. Great, that means they're not hacking for the rest of the battle phase. Yeah, it's still not bad. Quick Draw Synchron. 700, 1400, 5 stars Wind Machine Hooner. You can special summon this card from your hand by summoning one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Okay? For a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for anyone's Synchron Hooner. Cannot be used as synchro material. Yeah, okay. I mean, Synchron is the terrible archetype, right? Was Synchron the bad archetype? Skill run again. Wait, this is skill run again? This guy? Or is Synchron a new hype? Because I don't remember Synchron, like, at all. Huh. Quick Draw cheats a lot out. Ah. Level Eater. Gee, I wonder what this guy's gonna do. He's banned! 600, 1 stars, Dark Incense. If this card's in your graveyard, you can target one level guy for higher monster you control. Reduce it level by 1. And you use special summon this card. This base up card or field cannot be tributed except for a tribute summon. Why is it banned? Infinite material? I mean, I don't know if it's really that great, in all honesty. I can't see how it is in, yeah, I know it's not ones per her, but like, it is limited by the fact that you have to have a level 5 or higher monster on your side of the field. I would have to see how the card actually plays to understand just how terrible it is. But considering it's banned in like every single format, it must be really, really bad. Zero Gardener. You make... Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. I mean, you get to up on one monster, and then you have to wait for it to be a graveyard again before you get to use its effect. 004 stars Earth Warrior. You can tribute this card to activate its effect. If you do, monsters you control cannot be destroyed battle and take no battle damage during this turn. This effect can be activated during either player's turn. So it's basically just Karibo. Yeah, it's not hard to get stuff graveyard, you are right. So this is basically just like a better Karibo. It's all this guy is. I mean, that's not a bad effect, but at the same time, I don't know if you're going to be needing it too much, because, like, it's probably too slow to get its effect off. Because of the net summon hype. Ah. Is that the XYC hype? Regulus. Ah. 1700, 1004 stars Light Beast. How often do you see a Light Beast? I feel like you don't see Light Beast very much. Once per turn, you can select one field spell card in your graveyard and return it to deck. Well, there's a way of, you know, recycling field spells. And if you're doing this in a light deck, I mean, that's pretty good, I feel. Honestly, I feel like this is good for, like, any deck. Just recycle those field spells and see them back out. That doesn't seem too terrible. I mean, 1700 is a little bit low, though. A little bit low. So he's probably gonna get, you know, gagged. Gonna support him. Eternity, Necromancer. 2,003 stars, Dark Fiend. When this card's normal summon is changed to defense. Okay? If you have no cards in your hand, this card gains the following effect. Once per turn, you can select one Eternity monster. That seems to be a new height now. In your graveyard, except this guy, and special summon it. So it seems like it's going to be based on if you have no cards in your hand for the Eternity heights. Maybe. Like, how many... You say this is probably a first turn kill deck. I'm pretty sure a lot of decks are first turn kill decks around this point and later. I'm pretty positive that's all that happens from this point forward, or FTK gets. Because of how ridiculous the game gets. Unless you're running a Fortune Lady deck. 3 stars Wind Spellcaster. This card's active defense are equal to its level times 300. During each of your skill... Oh! Yeah, I remember this for like a light and dark. Okay. When this card's normal summon, you can destroy a number of spell trap cards your opponent controls equal to the number of face-up Fortune Lady monsters you control. I don't know about that. I don't know about the Fortune Ladies. They seem very bad. Yeah. Okay, if this card is special, so they all have the same first, couple of facts. Guess what has a hard time with field presence? The Fortune Ladies. If this card is special summon while you control a Fortune Lady monster, except Fortune... I mean, the problem is they're all different elements, too. So you can't really run them in a specific element. Which kind of makes them worse, I feel. But the fact that they all have to rely on different Fortune Ladies and their levels is kind of not good. Like, oh boy, like, 4 times 300, that's only 1,200 attack defense. That's not that good. Like, that's very, very terrible. When a face of Fortune Lady monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle sent to the graveyard, you can select a special one Fortune Lady. It's still bad! Like, oh boy, 5 stars! Oh, it's times 400, because I'm instead of times 300, but that's still 2,000! That's not really that great. And the Earth is 6 stars, so that's gonna be 2,400. I mean, that's better, but like, when the level of this card increases, it will have 400 damage on your opponent. What is this? Magician's left hand? Negate the effect of your opponent's first trap card or effect that resolves each turn while you control it. Oh! Ew! Ew! No, my gravity bind! That's evil! My gravity bind! Evil! Make it go away, it's evil! I don't like it. What's this one? Alright, is it gonna be for spell? Bro! Bro! Bro, that's dumb. They just negate spell and traps. That's so dumb. Give me just a second. So many messages. Solid hair magician. 1600. Yeah, I mean, spellcasters are just dumb. They've always been dumb. 1604 stars light spellcaster. One spell turn, you can select one face-up fortune monster you control, one other face-up monster on field. Reduce the level of the selected fortune monster by 3 and destroy the other selected monster. Bro. Fortune Lady Emery. This is probably a layer deck, more than likely. So, 2800. Banis. Okay, it just banishes. Okay. It just banishes by leveling up. That's kind of disgusting, not gonna lie. But it's still not as impressive as some of the other monsters we've seen. Count Blephus and the Wakes of Fate. 1800 4 stars, Earth Spellcaster. When your opponent special summons a monster, you can remove or play one monster with after the graveyard to destroy that special summon monster. Okay, so this is for the Fortune Ladies. I get it. I get it. The Fortune Fairies. I mean, Fortune Lady is still unplayable. Like, the gimmick is not good. It just doesn't work. It's too slow. This is a silly card, though, because you're not going to see that many question mark hacks that's going to be used, I feel. Oh, we're going to get spiders. That's the archetype it looks like. 001 star Dark Insect. One sprint turn, you can increase the level 1 face-up insect you control by 2 until the end phase. So this is for, Hooners. Or Synchro Summons, rather. Okay. That's not terrible. Ground Spider. Every's generic enough to put in a spellcast. Yeah. 1504 stars Earth Insect. Once per turn, if you control the space of defense monster when your opponent normal special summons monster, you can change that monster to defense. I mean, getting this into defense, face up defense seems a little bit troublesome, to say the least. Relinquished Spider. 352 stars Earth Insect. If you have 4 more insect monsters in your graveyard, you can tribute this card to destroy all face-up defense monsters your opponent controls. Yeah, there is book, yeah. And there's like, stop defense. Well, I don't know if stop defense targets all monsters. There's ways. This guy's kinda scary, though. Only the god Egyptian god with question mark was okay. That's Slifer, right? Was that Slifer or was that Ra? I don't remember which one it was that had that. Spider. Red, that's Slifer. Hit up to 1004 stars Earth Insect. When this card destroys an opponent's defense monster by battle, you can select a special summon 1 level 4 lower insect monster from your graveyard. Honestly, this is not a bad card. 1500 is a little low, though, so you'd have to, like, beef it up a little bit, probably. But, like, that's not a bad card. Especially for an insect deck. Just give a bunch of insects back. I can just, you know, synchro summon to get more insects back. Like, it's not bad. Wicked Wind, Wicked Avatar. That's just a spear. That's literally just a spear. That's literally just Yami from Ukami. This card's attack defense are equal to the highest attack of the field plus 100. Interesting. So does that mean it's always going to be like the strongest monster? Because it doesn't say once. Is it when it's summoned that it gets the highest attack plus 100, or does it always have highest attack plus 100? Because that's kind of diabolical, not gonna lie. It just means you can't ever hack this thing. It's actually impossible to hack this thing. That's diabolical. You're getting orbed. That's mean. Mother Spider. Super old. Huh. 1,300, 6-star Dark Insect. If you have only insect monsters in the graveyard, which, you know, if you're running an insect deck, I think you're gonna have only insects in your insect deck. You can send 2 face-up defense monsters your opponent controls a graveyard to summon this card. Bro, what? That's diabolical right there. It's like reverse lava colon. I tribute 2 of your monsters and summon this guy. It was a promo? Wow. I didn't know it was that old. Holy crap. Reptilian Gorgon. 1400, 3-star Stark Reptile. If this card adds a monster after damage calculation, the attack of that monster becomes 0. Also, it cannot change its bonuses. So, if this adds a monster that's weaker than it, like, say it's like 1300 attack, it's attacking, so it's still only gonna do 100 damage. So this only really matters if you don't kill the monster. Which, that's kinda, yeah, it's not that good. It's, this card kinda sucks, honestly. Yep, that's a Medusa, alright. 200, 800, 6-star Dark Reptile. So 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, select 1 basic monster your opponent controls. The attack of the selected monster becomes 0, and it cannot change its bonuses. I mean, this isn't terrible, but I don't think yeah, it's playable, but why would you want to use this card? Yeah, it's a 6-star. So it is a 1 tribute, but like, I don't know. Reptiles have a lot better things they could be doing, I feel. Skyla. That is not what I expected. I'm using the Skyla for Final Fantasy, not this Skyla. What the hell am I looking at? 1800, 1204 Dark Reptile. If this card destroys a monster with 0 attack by battle, you can special summon that monster from the graveyard in your cycle field face of defense. The effects of that monster is negated. They don't? Huh. So, I see what they're trying to do, but the gimmick doesn't really work out, I feel. It really doesn't work out. I mean, 1800 isn't bad for a reptile. Like, the hack isn't bad. I don't know if reptiles have better hacking monsters, but you know, the best reptiles do is make dinosaurs. I mean, dinosaurs are reptiles, you know. Hyper! 002 stars Dark Reptile. When this card is normal summon, you can select a control of one face-up monster with 0 accurate opponent control. Earthbound Immortal Kanakuya 2800, 1800 Headstars Reptile. You can only have one of those, yeah, it's got the immortal effect. This card can attack your opponent directly. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, it's set by its own effect, destroy all cards on the field. These Earthbounds are, definitely scary guys. So, I'm gonna ask this again. Are Headstars and higher skill 2 tributes? Or are Headstars and higher, like, 3 tributes? Because I remember back in the day, if it was 7 stars or higher, it was always 2 tributes. I don't know if it's still 2 tributes for, you know, higher levels than 7, 8. Because back in the day, we didn't really have higher than 8 stars for these kind of guys. Earthbound Immortal Uru, not Umu, not Uwu, Uru. So it's an insect, 3,000, 3,000. Once per turn, you can tribute one to monster, target what basic monster your opponent controls. A control that target until the end phase. I mean, I guess? Who tricked me unless... Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure entirely, because it's like, they could have changed it at some point during the history, you know? I don't know, this card is not terrible, but at the same time, I don't know, the fact that the other stuff, like Newt stuff, is probably better, I feel. Who is messaging me? Okay, it's still the same. Okay. Earthbound Immortal Wirakoka Raska. What a name. It's a 100-100. What the hell? It's a Headstars 100-100. This card's normal summon. Target 1 to 3 cards you control, but not more than your opponent has in their hand. So commit deck this card to save number of favorite cards from the opponent's hand, or as many as possible. And if you do, this card gains 1,000 average. Okay. This card's dangerous. This card's actually kinda dangerous. This card is kinda dangerous. Just, I'm gonna discard up to 3 cards from your hand. That's scary. That's actually scary. This is a very scary guy. Oh look, we're back to Kawaki's. 1912 stars, Water Sea Serpent. Yeah, I can understand, because who's slow? Once per turn, you can send 1 Iron Core of Kawaki Meiru from your hand to graveyard, her 1 spell card from your graveyard off of your deck. No hate. No, it is not. No hate. No. 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 Hate. Cease. Cease and desist. You don't know the gender of that this monster. Cease. sea serpents are not my hype. I'll have you know, they're not. 1900 water sea serpent, that's not bad for damage, honestly. And if you're running a sea serpent deck anyways, it's gonna be water for the most part. So like, this card's not terrible, but like, you're not gonna get much use out of the monster's effect. So it's kinda useless for a water deck. Because you're not gonna be running Iron Core Kawaki in a water deck. So overall, this card's kinda actually useless outside of a Kawaki deck. Rook Lord, 28, wow, 2800, 2200 7 stars, Earth Warrior. Okay? You check summon this card by checking one Kawaki, okay? When this card's normal summon, you can remove or play one Kawaki Mayru card in your graveyard and destroy up to 2 cards you're gonna destroy. Sea Serpents don't have any gameplay skill if you wanna do. Wow, that's kinda sad. So this guy's like the boss of the Kawakis, it seems like. He seems like the boss of the Kawakis. Because that last effect is kinda good, honestly. It's just like, I blow you up. I blow you up. I blow you up. And, oh no, you can only do it once. Never mind. You can only do it once. I'm sorry. Not as strong as I thought. Alright, Geminis. I forgot about the Geminis. 800, 600, 4 stars, wind spellcaster, Gemini. Okay, so this card is treated as a tuner monster when it becomes an effect monster. Who bad it's too slow? It's too slow. You're too slow. Sonic's gonna wag his finger at you. I mean, 800 wind isn't, it does look like corn. You're right. I have to make sure I say the word corn correctly. Because if I don't say corn correctly, people are gonna take that out of context because of the way I speak. And you know exactly what I mean by that. You know exactly what I mean by that. Double summon? I mean, it's not bad to hack. It's not bad. It could be useful for tuners. I mean, if you can get out as a tuner, that's a 4-star tuner. Give me just a second. Crusader of Endymion. Or Synchro, yes. 1900, 1200, 4-star spellcaster, Gemini. That's honestly a pretty solid hack monster. When it becomes an effect monster, once per turn you can target one face-up card on the field deck. You can place a spell counter on. Place one spell counter on it, and if you do, this card gains 600 attack at the end of the turn. Why are you thinking Sailor Moon? I don't see the Sailor Moon. I mean, this isn't terrible. It's not a bad card if you can keep it alive. King Endymion, I don't know. I don't know Sailor Moon, so I can't really speak on that. I never watched it. Like, I know the characters, like the main, sailor characters, but I don't really know the series at all. And I guess, Hatsuyo Mask, because, like, who doesn't know Hatsuyo? Oh. I like how I brought up Hatsuyo Mask, and then you said that. Also, what a name, Hatsuyo Mask. ASMR? Who was talking to me? I know that was part of the song, but who was talking? Woodland Archer. That is a dude. Yeah, I was just like, what the hell? 1303 stars, Earth Beast Warrior. This card cannot be normal summoned set. This card cannot be summoned except by having two or more normal monsters in your graveyard. You can tribute this card, add one Gemini monster from your deck to your hand. Not sold. Next. Knight of the Red Lotus. 2106 stars, Fire Warrior. Yeah, it seems like milling. You can have exactly 3 normal monsters in your graveyard. And exactly, no more, no less. You can special summon this card from your hand by removing from play 2 normal monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can select a special summon 1 level 4 or lower normal monster from your graveyard. But why? I'm gonna turn it into Crony for a little bit, but why? Like, that's so precise. But why? And it's only 2100 to hack. That's not that good. But why? Energy Bravery. That's a name. 1700, 1204 stars, Light Warrior. Gemini monsters you control that be treated as effect monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. I mean, that's not bad if you can keep this guy alive, but he's only 1700. He's going to die. He is going to die. Uh-oh, we have a frog. He costs 33 in Genesis. 1,502 stars Aqua Water. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 other water monster. With this card summoned, you can send 1 level 2 or lower water Aqua monster from your deck or face up field in the graveyard. Once per turn, you can turn 1 monster you control in the hand. You can normal summon 1 rogue monster during your main phase this turn, except swap monster, in addition to your normal summon set. Frogs! Not the frogs! Anything but the frogs! You're gonna get riveting! How riveting! The frogs are very riveting! Get it? They're very riveting? Ha 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 ha! I'm a genius! Lord Grit, his space fighter! Hello, Gregius. 804 stars Light Machine. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by foul, activate one of these effects. This card can make a second attack in a row. Target 1 set card on the field, destroy that target. Or special summon 1 multi-token that is the same stats as this guy but with 400 more defense. Who back of Gregius monsters all suck. Oh man. Can I just say this song right here is very nostalgic? This song was used in the early builds of Ho-Ho Fantasy, or the Force of Magic, I believe. I kinda miss the old OST for Ho-Ho Fantasy. Like, I felt like all the music I had just fit with all the areas I had, you know. But, like, the game was just too big to have that many different tracks. So it's the same guy had to condense the music the way I did. Yeah, like, the greatest guys, they're not anything special. Osa Leon. What the hell am I looking at? What is this thing? 1400, 800 free stars, water reptile. While you control the space of F monster or card, your opponent cannot select a monster Urga Leon as an attack target. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can add one reptile monster with 500 or less after you get to your graveyard. That's a weird looking chameleon. Like, I don't know if that's what chameleons normally look like. It's like a frog chameleon. Very weird looking. Jin, releaser of ritual. Oh, this guy's banned. 1200 2,000 free stars, Dark Feet. When you ritual summon a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard as one of the monsters required for ritual summon. Okay. If a player ritual summons using this card, the other player cannot special summon while Oh. I see. I see why this is banned. That is, that's very disgusting. And it makes use of rituals like, yeah, I'm gonna use a ritual just so you can't special summon. And in this era where special summoning is like literally the main way of, I mean, it's basically just Fat Beerus. It's Beerus, but if he ate too much. It's Beerus' other brother. So what does Presider rituals do? He's not banned. 1800, 1404 stars, Dark Feet. It does have lipstick, yes. When you ritual summon a monster, you can banish this card. Yeah, okay. If the monster ritual summon using this card destroys a monster by battle, the controller of the ritual monster draws one card. So this is just... I mean, it does allow you to draw more cards, but it's not, you know, outright shutting down your opponent. Like, the other card just shuts down the opponent outright. So this one I can see why it's not banned. Divine Grace, North Wemco. It's a lady. Is that just Silent Magician? 2700, 1200, 7 stars, light spellcaster ritual. That looks like Silent Magician. Unique ritual grace spell card. When this card is ritual summoned, select the number of face-up cards on the field except this card, up to the number of monsters you use for the ritual summon. While any of the selected cards are face-up on the field, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. It isn't. It just gives the Silent Magician vibe, you know. Nice design, though. I mean, depending on, you know, what the cards are, this could be pretty good. Depending on the cards. Majestic Star Dragon. Okay, yeah. I have to make sure. 3800 3000 10 stars, Wind Dragon Synchro. It requires Majestic Dragon, Stardust Dragon, and the Non-Tuner. That's a lot of stuff. Isn't Stardust Dragon a Synchro too? During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you contribute this card. Negate the activation. If you do, destroy all cards your opponent controls. What the hell? Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn, and you can activate one of its effects after this card's effect once per... During the end phase, target one Stardust Dragon your spell card in your graveyard. Hercus card... Bro, what the fuck? Excuse my French, but what? This guy's like overtuned. I mean, it does require like a lot of stuff to get him out, but like, bro, like, that is ridiculously powerful. That is a very powerful guy. I like how it's called ultra rare, ultimate rare, ghost rare. Blackwing, Silverwind, the Ascendant. 2800 2000 8 stars Wing Beast Dark Synchro. Requires a Blackwing Hooner plus 2 or more non-Hooners. When this card's Synchro Summon, you can target up 2 face-up monsters on the field with defense lower than this card's attack. Destroy those targets. Oh yeah, Link monsters. Those were the I was also thinking of. You cannot conduct your battle phase when you activate this effect. During each of your opponent's turn, the first Blackwing monster you control that would be destroyed by battle is not destroyed. I mean, that's not bad. It's not terrible, but I think the other Blackwing guy was better, if I recall. Reptilian Hydra. That's not scary at all. 1 Reptilian Hooner plus 1 or more non-Hooner monsters. Maybe use anime, maybe. If this card's Synchro Summon, destroy as many monsters your opponent controls with 0. Garbage. Next. Black Root Drago. Cool looking monster. 3,2600 8 stars Dragonfire Synchro. 1 Hooner plus 1 or more non-Hooner monsters. Or Gemini oh, you need Geminis? Once per turn, you can send 1 Gemini monster from your hand to the graveyard and select and destroy 1 spell attack card your opponent control. When this card is destroyed sent to the graveyard, you can select 1 Gemini monster from your graveyard and special summon it. Gain special summon Gemini monster is treated as an effect monster and gains its effect. Yeah, I know it didn't say by Reptilian effect, but it's still not that great. I mean, it's still not that great, though. Yeah. And this guy, I mean, this guy's not really that great either. I mean, 3,000 attack's pretty good, but, like, all the other, like, synchros are just better than this guy. And you got better dragons. Why would you run this dragon over the other, like, ridiculous dragons? No thanks. Explosive Magician. 2,508 and 106 stars light spell count. So, why is he light? I would think he'd be fire over light. 1 Hooner plus 1 or more non-Hooner spellcasters. You can remove 2 spell counters from your field. Get target 1 spell trap your opponent controls. Destroy that target. I mean, this isn't really that great, I feel. I question everything. It is my job to question things. I question you, hate. I question you and your wake-up supers that you do all the time. Why do you wake up super? Stop it! Lore reason? Yeah, I suppose that is true. I don't think that guy's really that great. Spiderweb, it works half the time. Because for some reason, I'm like, he's not gonna wake up super. Why would he wake up super when I'm just standing here? And then he wake up supers anyway. Okay, so this is a field spell. If monster declares an attack, it's changed the defense after the damage stuff. It cannot change spell position until the end phase of its controller's next turn, while this card remains on the field. Beaten out by Mobius, yeah. I mean, this card would be good for a stall deck, I guess, but like it's too slow for a stall deck. Like it's way too slow for a stall deck. It's honestly not that great, I feel. How many cards are there? 99. Earthbound Whirlwind. If you control an Earthbound Immortal monster, destroy all spells traps your opponent controls. I mean, I guess that could be okay, but like, you're gunking up your deck with this card that's completely useless unless you get one of those guys out. Which is not super great, I feel. Yeah, it's better just for Earthbound. Savage Coliseum. A field spell. If a monster attacks at the end of the damage step, its controller gains 300 life points. All monsters must attack if able. During each end phase, destroy all face-up attack monsters the her player controls. What? That's a weird sentence. I did not declare an attack. That's a weird sentence. Excuse me. Secretus is forcing monster. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of forcing all of my monsters to attack. Especially if I'm playing a specific deck that doesn't want to attack. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this card. I'm really not. I don't want to hack it to a Mirror Force or anything like that. I hack Pheromone. Continuous spell card. If a monster you control attacks a defense monster, change that monster to face up attack at the end of the damage step. If your attacking monster is reptile height. Digrapper, no! What are you doing, Digrapper? You're gonna die! It was your band or limit hit who won. I mean, Mirror Force was kind of ridiculous. It really was. It's why I swapped over to Gravity Bind so much, because like, hacking was always so bad because I would always get stuck by like Gravity or Mirror Force or Magic Cylinders or some stupid thing, you know? I mean, I don't know if this card doesn't seem that good. Molten Escape. Equip only a reptile monster. Once per turn, if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. The equipped monster gains 300 attack at the end of the damage step. Each time this effect is applied. Yeah, this card's not really that great. It's really not. Reptilian Spawn! Banish one reptilian monster from your graveyard. Special summon 2 reptilian tokens with a stat of Reptile, Earth, level 1, and no attack or defense. Yes, Yugi boy, reptilians suck. I don't even know why I make them. Fortune's Future. Target one of your baddest Fortune Lady monsters and return it to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. I don't know why it hurt to Pegasus. He was dead? No! Not Pegasus! Not Maximilian Crawford the Pegasus. Time Passage. Increase the level of one face-up porcelain monster you control by 3 until the end phase. Meh. Not worth it. Iron Core Armor. Equip only to a Kawaki Meru monster. During damage calculation only, monsters can battle with the equipped monster lose the act equal to the equipped monster's level times 100. If the equipped monster would be destroyed during the end phase, you can send this card to the graveyard instead. You can go past 12 stars. I got 12 stars was the max. I did not know you could go beyond that. That's scary. I mean, this could have some use for Kawakis, but like, I don't know. It doesn't seem that great, in all honesty. Herculean Power. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon one level 4 Lord Gemini monster from your hand. Not really that great. Not really that great. Gemini Spark! Tribute one face-up level 4 Gemini monster and target one card on the field. Destroy it, and if you do, draw one card. Too bad Geminis are kinda terrible. Ritual of Grace. This is get that laggy. So, tribute monsters whose whole levels equal 7 or more from your field or your hand. During your main phase, you can remove or play this card from your graveyard and make one face-up ritual monster you control become untargetable by effects this turn. The Master of Faster Jack? Who? I don't know who that is. I only know sub voices. I don't even think I could do Kaiba. Kaiba's got like a deep voice. It's kinda like a little Solid Snake in a way. Except, you know, it's got a little bit higher voice than this. This is just Roundhouse Bowser. Huh. Yes. My name is Solid Snake. It's kinda like this. But you know, I don't think I can actually use Seto Kaiba's voice. No, I'm not close to Kaiba, because he has a very distinct tone to his voice. I mean, Eric Stewart, he did a very good Kaiba voice. He's got a very unique voice for Kaiba. And Brock. Did you know that he did both Brock and Kaiba? Preparation of Rites. Add one level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand, and you can add one. Bro, what the hell? Okay. That's not bad for ritual decks. That's actually kinda good for a ritual deck. Not bad. Moray of Greed. I don't like what I'm seeing, guys. I do not like what I am seeing. That is a terrifying looking card. So, who one monsters from your hand if you can draw 3 cards? I mean, we saw one earlier. It was a Kawaki monster and a frog. It's not a bad card for a water deck. Also, I don't like this graphic because it's very Freudian. Is Freudian the right word? Very Freudian. let's just go to the spiritual forest. The first time each beast warrior or plant monster you control will be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. So it basically makes it so you have to destroy them twice at the same turn. Nimbus? What do you mean, Nimbus? I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't know. It's just kind of, you know, hard to keep stuff off the field because things blow up so much. It's not bad though, because honestly a good card for those decks. Raging Mad Plants. All plant type monsters you currently control gain 300 after each plant type monster currently in your graveyard until the end of this turn. During the end phase, destroy all plant type monsters you control. This can get very, very risky. If your opponent has nothing on their side of the field for match trap, and if you know they don't have, yes, graceful. And if you know that they don't have a monster that's gonna ruin your plans, you can just burst them down. You can literally just burst them down. But, you know, I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of having all my monsters dying, you know. Insect Neglect. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish one insect monster from your graveyard and negate the attack. Yeah, Black Rose. What was a one-turn kill card? Black Rose? Or are you talking about the spell card we just saw? I'm not really a big fan of this card. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not really a big fan of this card. Not really a big fan of that card. Gaussian Bargain. Target one special summon monster on your field. Subject to graveyard, if you do special summon one level 4 and lower yeah, at Pearson, you got perfect beatdown. This card's kinda disgusting. It's like, oh, what's that? You special summon a monster? I subject to the graveyard and special summon a level 4 lower monster from my hand. Ha. It's not a bad card, honestly. Man, how many of these Alice traps do I have? Oh, this is the last one for Alice. I mean, it's not bad, but, you know, you probably have, oh, look for normal. Never mind. It's not really worth it. Slip Summon. Activate only when your opponent summons a monster. Special summon one level 4 lower monster from your hand in phase of defense. Return it to the owner's hand during the end phase. Not really worth it. Okay, give me just a second. I'm gonna double check a couple things real quick. I'm double checking a couple things real quick. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. I need to see who is streaming today. Everyone is doing karaoke today. Hilariously, Pio's gonna be doing Dino Crisis tonight. So if I wanted to, I could watch her tonight. If I wanted to see what Dino Crisis is all about. if I wanted to. Also, apparently Naka decided to do Mega Man 2.5D. Interesting. You're proven as a Yu-Gi-Oh player already misreading most cards and gaslight yourself into thinking it's good. I mean, I've always been misreading cards, have I not? Synchro Barrier. Tribute 1 synchro monster you control. You do not take any damage of end phase from next turn. So it's basically just Karibo. Why use this when you have, like, a better Karibo monster? Like, a Karibo monster is better to use than this. Like, this is just Stardust Reach. That is true, yes. That is true. This is a one-time only used card, though, which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be good, but I feel like you could do other things than put Synchro Barrier in. Enlightenment. You cannot summon an turn you activate this card. Activate at the end of the game instead. If spellcaster type monster you control attack to destroy an opponent's monster by battle, that monster can attack again immediately. It must attack again immediately. This can be kind of scary. This can be kind of very scary depending on the spellcaster you just used this on. Bending Destiny. Activate only if all face-up monsters you control are Fortune Lady monsters. Negate the activation of a spell or trap card, or the normal summon of a monster, and remove that card from play. The card removed from play practice effect is returned to its owner's hand during the end phase. Not really worth it, I feel. Not really worth it, I feel. Inherent Fortune. Activate during the turn. A face-up Fortune Lady monster you control was destroyed. Special summon up to 2 Fortune Lady monsters from your hand during your next standby phase. I mean, this is good for Fortune Lady gets, but why are you running Fortune Lady? Spiker Egg. When your opponent declares a direct attack, while you have 3 or more insect monsters in your graveyard, negate the attack, and if you do, special summon 3 Spiker Hogans in attack mode. I mean, it gives you bodies, I guess. I don't know if this is really that great or not. They have good generic support, successfully Dark Magician of Chaos. Yeah, pretty much. Even more so now that, you know, Dark Magician is, like, everywhere again. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Activate only when you take battle damage from your opponent's monster's direct attack. Reveal 1 level 1 monster in your hand, special summon it from your hand, and 1 monster with the same name from your deck. Good tribute for summon? Yeah. This one, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of this one, really. Not really a big fan of this one. Earthbound Wave. When your opponent activates a spell trap card, while you control an Earthbound Immortal monster, negate the activation if you do, destroy it. Okay. It's just a negate card for Immortals. Roar of Earthbound Immortal. Once per turn, if an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, destroy that target, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroy monster's attack. You must control an Earthbound Immortal monster with an attack higher than the attack of the attacking monster to activate and resolve this effect. That is, that's very scary. That's absolutely disgusting, really. It's just like, yep, you're hacking me? Oh, you're hacking me? Your monster's gonna die, and you're gonna lose life points. Scary. Limit Impulse. Send 2 cards from your hand to graveyard. Special summon 2 soul tokens. They cannot be tributed except for a tribute summon. I mean, it gives you monsters off the field, but I don't like discarding cards from my hand. Unless, you know, you get effects for sending those cards from your hand to the graveyard. It could be useful, it might not be useful. I can't say. It's really hard to say. Infernity Force. Activate only when an Infernity monster is selected as an attack target while you have no cards in your hand. Destroy the attacking monsters by summon 1 Infernity monster from your graveyard. Level Eater. Oh, I see, it's Dark World support. Gotcha. And Level Eater, yeah. So, this is for Infernities. Okay. That's not bad for Infernity. Naked Hun! Quarter Panel. Activate only if you control a face-up Kawaki Neck. Ah! Terrible! I don't like this card because I hate the Kawakis. They feel like a bad gimmick. They're a bad gimmick because you only get 3 of these iron cores. You only get 3 of the iron cores. That's not enough to work with a deck, I feel. Gemini Counter. Change 1 face-up Gemini monster you control face down defense, and negate the activation of an opponent's spell card and destroy it. Okay. I mean, Kawaki requires you to have played this era. I guess so. I mean, this isn't terrible, I guess, but then you have to do the whole Gemini thing to get the effect of the Gemini, which, I mean, meh. Gemini Booster. Equip this card as Gemini monster you control as an equip card. It gains 700 attack. When this card is destroyed while equipped to set the graveyard, select 1 face-up Gemini monster and treat it as an effect monster. This doesn't seem that great, really. This character seems like crap, in all honesty. Ritual Buster! Activate only when a ritual monster is ritual summoned. Your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards, or use their effects until your next standby phase. That is mean. That is very mean. How dare you do that? It is a normal trap, so it is a little slow, though. Just a little bit slow. Stygian Girds. Reduce the levels of all monsters your opponent controls by 1. I'm assuming this is a fights over Synchro Summon. So here's a question. If you're 1 star and you get your level reduced, do you go to 0 star? Or do you stay at 1 star? How does that work? I'm assuming you stay at 1 star. Seal of Wickedness. Once per turn, During your opponent's standby phase, select one face-up card on the field. The selected card's effect is negated during that turn. During each of your standby phases, pay 500 life points or destroy this card. This could be a little scary. Just a little bit. Avoid her of a regular lotus. Wow, it's better than AHHH and costs 50 points in Genesis. Pay 2,000 life points to reveal your entire hand. Look at your opponent's hand, banish one card from the hand until your opponent's next end phase. The barriers that sister are still heavily blank, the Kawaki can prevent being locked. I'm not sure why this is banned, honestly. It might have rule that you cannot go lower than 1. I mean, it seems a little bit odd if you go below 1, because, like, how would that interact with anything? Get 2K life point payment? That's why it's banned? Why is that banned? Why does the 2,000 life point payment ban it? Let's see, rulings. I don't know. I'm actually not sure why it's banned. Oh, it triggers hate damage effects, I see. Kawaki Meru Maximus. This looks like a boss guy. 3,500 8 stars Wind Dragon. And you must show an iron core from your hand. You cannot use anything else but the iron. Okay, this is the boss guy. Okay, so once per turn during your main phase, you can select and destroy one card your opponent controls. Here's a dragon. Dragons usually are the bosses or spellcasters. I mean, it's not bad fact. But I feel like, you know, other things are better. I mean, for a Kawaki deck, this is not bad. It has green drag. Oh. Sire, Light Sworn Spirit. Are you a dude or a dudette? It's hard to tell. See, here's the thing. I know there are cards that are for female monsters, but it never tells you if they're female. It never tells you if they're female. 400, 1,400 free stars Light Fairy. This card gains 300 after each Light Sworn monster with a different name in your graveyard. During each of your end phases, select the top 2 cards you can get in your graveyard. It does look very feminine, but I mean, that's never, you know... It's not archetype? Oh. Maybe it's just like the games, then. I forgot how the Light Sworns work, honestly. Hatsumiku Giant. Why'd you have to break that back up? Why? Rinyan, Light Sworn Rogue. Oh, the mill. Okay, that's right. They like to send their own cards to get graveyard. 100, 100, 2 stars Light Beast Flip. Target 1 Light Sworn monster in your graveyard. Shuffle that target in your deck. Then draw 1 card. I mean, that's not bad. I don't know how good it would be in actuality, but it's not terrible, I guess. Yellow Baboon, Archer of the Forest. They want to, wow. 2,600, 1,800, 7 stars Beast Girl. When a Beast type monster you control is destroyed without a sent to the graveyard, you can remove from play 2 Beast type monsters in your graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. Yikes! That is scary! That's actually kind of scary! Just, oops, here's this 2600 hack monster just here now. Yikes! That's not bad for a beast deck, honestly. It gets a big beefy boy out. You have a good starter deck. Ah. Gemini, Scorpion. Six 404 stars Earth Warrior. When this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon one level 4 lure Gemini monster from your hand. Meh. Not really interested in Gemini. They don't seem that great. Metabo Sark. 504 stars Water Fist. Not a bad damage for Fist. When this card's normal summon, you can target 2 Fist-type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle those targets into your deck. I mean, that's not terrible. It doesn't seem that bad, really. Like, I can see uses for that guy. Earthbound, Immortal Revival. Yes, baby salvage. Discard 1 card, get target 1 Earthbound Immortal monster in 1 field in your graveyard. Add those targets to your hand. So this is a search card for Immortal. Got it. Reptilian Poison. Activate only if you control the face-up Reptilian monster. Change 1 defense monster your opponent controls a face-up attack and reduce its attack to 0. I'm going to kill that monster, yes. Gateway of the 6. Oh, look, it's back. It's limited to 1 and 1. Each time a 6 samurai monster's normal or special summon, place 2 Bushido counters on this card. You can remove Bushido counters from your field and activate these effects. 2 counters target 1 6 samurai or CN effect monster. That target gains 500 attack until the end of this turn. 4 counters. Add 1 6 samurai monster from your deck or graveyard in your hand. 6 counters. Target 1 CN effect monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Yikes! This is a scary card. It's a very scary card. Very strong for samurais. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? It took this long for us to get this card? There's no way that this did not come out sooner. It's just like original Yugioh card. Oh my god. Guys. This is the first time this card ever showed up. You're joking. This is the first time this card ever showed up in the card game. Why? This is so many years after Pegasus even showed the card. What the hell? Why? It's such a useless card at this point in the game. Oh my god. Shrine Palace. They have to fill in the slot with something, I guess. Or that Sign Palace. Oh. Here's Sign Palace. Or Bright Castle, as we like to call it. Equip only a light monster. It gains 700 attack. This is another pack filler. Wow, it's only in this deck. Yeah, this is definitely another whatchamacallit, pack filler. Dark Simmer, 2700, 1000, 7 stars, Wing Beast Star. Well, face up on the field, this card is also Wing, so it's Dark and Wing. If this card is in your hand, you can banish 1 Dark and 1 Wing from your graveyard. Special summon this card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 1 Dark and Wing from your hand. Special summon this card. Your opponent cannot set cards. So, yeah, pretty much Chaos Monster, everything but man. But who's gonna use a Wind and Dark deck? Like, who uses Wind and Dark as a combo? Victoria. Black Wings, oh. 1800, 4 stars, very light. Next, we're gonna have a spell card called Victoria's Secret or something. Once per turn, you can target 1 dragon type monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon that target in your side of the field. Your opponent cannot target face up fairy type monsters for attack except this one. This can have use. I can see this having use. I can actually see this having some kind of use in a fairy or light deck. Yeah, they don't really play nice with our archetypes, you're right. Like, this isn't bad for a fairy. 1800 fairy light, that's not bad. And the effect could be nice if, you know, your opponent is using dragons. If they're not using dragons, then this is kind of not really doing anything. Except, you know, the last effect can be kind of nice. Ice Queen. 2900, 2100, 8 stars, water spellcast. Cannot be special summoned from graveyard. When this face-up card you control is destroyed sent in your graveyard, you can target 1 spell in your graveyard. Add that target in your hand. You must have 3 or more spellcaster monsters in your graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. Yeah, it's a side deck option at best. I mean, this doesn't seem that great, honestly. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not super great. It isn't Who Tribute. And you could probably cheat this out, but like, unless you cheat this out, like, it doesn't feel super fantastic. Not bad, though. Shoot and Gogi. I can only think of, you know, the Suit and from Fate. 1500, 800, 4 stars, Earth Zombie. Maiden of Faith with bigger. Yes, you're correct. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Banish 2 zombies from your graveyard. Draw 1 card. Target 1 of your banished zombies. Place that target on. That could be kind of nice, honestly, if you could keep this guy alive. That's the problem. Keeping this guy alive and use the effects. Otherwise, the effects aren't bad. It's just that he has low stats. Archlord Krista. Oh, it's one only in Genesis. 2800, 2300, 8 stars, very light. Yeah, you can use it the same turn. It's just that you're probably only going to get 1 use of it before he dies. If you have exactly 4 fairy monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way, target 1 fairy monster in your graveyard, add that target in your hand. Neither player can special summon monsters. If this face-up card would be sent from field or graveyard, place it on top of your deck instead. Oh. Oh. I see. This guy, I feel, can be actually problematic. They have, like, no options? Yeah. This guy could be problematic for the opponent if they rely on special summons. I feel like I know this song. Oh, this is a Mayra stage speed. Or boss speed. No, it's her stage speed. I mean, I don't like the exactly Rainbow Painters, maybe. Guardian Yugioh. That is a lady. 25,000 8 stars fairy win. If you have no monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can send one of your equipped spells equipped with this card in the graveyard. You can target up to 3 monsters in your opponent's graveyard. Banish Ghost Targets, and if you do, this card gains Prefecture after each banished monster brightness effect until the end of this turn. I mean, it's a huge tribute for 2500 attack monster. And you have to use, yeah, it's a Court of Guardians. I mean, that sounds pretty strong with the Guardian equipped cards. But, I don't know. I have to see this in play to see if it's actually good or not. I mean, banishing 3 monsters? 3 monsters at once is pretty good. The second best Guardian? Yeah, I've seen where it can be good. It's just that who tributes make me go, you know? And the fact that you have to rely on equipped cards. It's not terrible. Clear Ice Dragon. Zero defense. 8 stars Dark Dragon. You want to use, yeah, you do want to use its effect. Your unaffected dragon effects are Clear World. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, this card's attack becomes twice the attack target during damage calculation only. If this card would be destroyed by an opponent's card, you can discard 1 card instead. Okay, so what does Clear World do? Also, that's a lot of secret rares. What the hell? Once per turn, during your end phase, pay 500 life points to destroy this card. Each player receives effects inflicted on the monster attributes they control. Play with the hammer field at all times if you have life or dark. If you control 2 more monsters, you cannot declare an attack. Earth. During your standby phase, destroy 1 face-up defense monster you control. Water. During your end phase, discard 1 card. Fire. During your end phase, take 1,000 damage. Wind. You must pay 500 life points to activate a spell card. Huh. In Harassment, you have something that affects all attributes. Guardian Dread Scythe. 2,500, 2,000, 8 stars being dark. If Guardian Yugioh is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card when you handle it. This card is special summoned, you can put 1 Reaper Scythe, Dread Scythe when you get this card. You cannot normal special summon monster when you can normal set. This card is set for graveyard. Okay. That does seem pretty strong. Against 500. Oh god! Oh god! Okay, that's very scary. That's absolutely scary. Okay, and that is Stardust Overdrive. You so good. I forgot because it's been like a long time. So Stardust Overdrive. We're almost done with Series 6. I know it's only been an hour and a half, but like, I feel like I feel like I can only go like one set at a time, you know? It takes way too long to get through just one set. Yeah, it's still like 80 and stuff. You love the House 300 Monster? Yeah. So next time we will be going to Absolute Power Force. Now, give me a second. I will be editing this here in a second. Stardust Overdrive. Oh, you know what? We should take a look at that, shouldn't we? Let's do a quick preview of Absolute Power Force. Gravekeeper's Priestess. I see a lot of killers. Magical Golem. Sword Master. Wakes of the Black Rose. Oh. And more reptilians. Yeah, I see a Cyber Dragon and more Gajins. There's Garland Golf, Majestic Red Dragon, Moon Dragon, Temple of the Sun, more stuff for Kawaki, Spikers, Gravekeepers, okay. Machine King 3000 BC. Not the Machine King. Really? Gale Gogra? Chimeric, Flying Mythical. Bro, what are some of these cards? What are some of these cards? Some of these cards are just like, why? Just why? Just why? Why, my guy? Why? Alright, I will be right back. Give me just a second. I need to go check on doggos. I am back. Let me go check complaints over here. Who's messaging me? That is, that's very disgusting, hey. That's very disgusting. Alright, so, let me go ahead and pull up the skill. Well, tomorrow's gonna be the spell card, practice for Ho-Ho 16, which is, Hidden Star 4th Season. I don't foresee much problems, but I can see a couple, spell cards being an issue for me there. Well, what I saw from Jamer's, video, there's nothing that's as stupid as Keki's, stuff. There's not anything that really demands, like, super precise dodging, so... As long as there's nothing like that, it should be a lot easier to deal with, the game. Alright, so let me see who is streaming. For those of you who want to check our streams, right now, Phoebe is doing a karaoke stream for Valentine's Day. Elizabeth is doing a rebroadcast, stream right now. Heyo is going to be doing Dino Crisis at 11 p.m. I might watch that. I don't know if I should watch that or not, but I might watch it. Yoki's doing a birthday stream for her dog at 8 p.m. B2's going to be doing an archived karaoke and VR chat at 9. Callie is doing a members-only concert at 7 in the morning. And it looks like, Sakura's doing something at 8 p.m. It looks like she's doing, one of those morning show things. Kinda like what, Koyori did with Asa Koyori and whatnot. Narissa's gonna be doing, ASMR at 9 p.m. Scarl is doing Valentine's chocolate at 10 p.m. Scarl does a lot of cooking stuff, I realize. She does a lot of cooking and just random stuff. I realize that. Koyori's gonna be doing Dragon Quest VII Reimagined at 9 p.m. I'm not seeing anything for Bay or Iris, but the thing with Iris is, Iris likes to just sew up. She literally just loves to just sew up at random. Which is a little bit frustrating, to say the least, because it's like, why are you just randomly sewing up? It's like impossible to know when to do anything at night because you'll just set your stream up literally minutes before you stream. This is why I like having scheduled, or you know, like a set time. Or, you know, if you're gonna tell someone that you're streaming, set it out a little bit, like an hour or two before you stream. Don't do it like minutes before you stream. Why, Iris? Why? I mean, to be fair, sometimes Bay does that too, and it's like, Bay. And to be fair, Nimi also does that sometimes too. Where it's like, is Nimi streaming today? I guess Nimi's not streaming. And then like 10-15 minutes before she will normally stream, she sends out like a tweet, and it's like, oh, I guess Nimi is streaming today. It's like, Like, I understand why they don't really do schedules very much. Because you never know what's going to happen on those days. You don't know if you even want to play those things on those days. For some people. But like, it's like, it would be nice to know what you have planned, you know. I know, but I do like watching them stream, you know? That's great, I like watching them stream. Depending on if I watch Payo tonight, or if, you know, Bay or Iris are doing anything tonight, I might do Balhounds of Double Dragon. Yeah, I could just not watch them. I have done that before. I've done that before with Iris a couple times in Bay. Because it's like, you know, I already started streaming. I am gonna keep streaming because, like, I already started. It's what I'm gonna have to do now, you know. But yeah, depending on what happens tonight, I might do Balhounds of Double Dragon. Maybe. It's been a very long time. It's not gonna be a speed run. I gotta get reacquainted with the game because it's been a very long time since I played it. Overall, the game's not that hard for me. There's a couple levels that are a jerk though. And they're like back-to-back. They are back-to-back levels. Overall, like Balhounds of Double Dragon, it's a lot easier than, you know, actually playing Balhounds or Double Dragon. Which is interesting when you consider that, you know, it's both of them combined. It's 6:39 p.m. Anything else to talk about? So, speaking of Dino Crisis 1 and 2, that is going to happen at some point. Why do you want me to do DMC 2? I'm not touching DMC 2 ever again. I do not want to touch DMC 2. Please. We play DMC 2? You play DMC 2? Wow, I like how Dino Crisis 1 is like almost double the size of Dino Crisis 2. DMC 3 speedrun? That one would be pretty hard. It might be doable, but it would be pretty hard. Especially given some of the bosses. Like, Beowulf always gives me trouble. It's almost always Beowulf that gives me trouble. Yeah, you have to get good. You do have to get good. What do I have here? Anyways, I think we're going to call it there for today. So I will say, until next time, everyone, whatever that may be, you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, and hooligan still got from anyone else what you're talking about. And I will catch you all on the flip side of the coin. Take care, have a great rest of your day and or night.